Dear friends, in this video lecture, we are going to study in detail one of the example of non-uniform circular motion. Vertical circular motion under the influence of gravity, which is not controlled by external energy. It is purely under the action of gravity, is an example of vertical circular motion. Vertical circular motion which is controlled by some another agency is a uniform circular motion. A pedestal fan. A pedestal fan, the blades of the fan moves in a rotational path and the point of the pedestal fan will perform a circular motion in a vertical plane, that is vertical circular motion, but it is controlled vertical circular motion by the motor of the fan. Here we will take an example. It is vertical circular motion. Here vertical circular motion under the action of gravity. A heavy point mass. Heavy point mass. This is suspended by a rigid support. Is in equilibrium when its weight acting vertically downward is balanced by tension in the string. If it is given with a horizontal velocity, it will move. But if horizontal velocity given at the bottom at equilibrium is sufficient, then it is able to perform a vertical circular motion. In vertical circular motion, velocity or the speed of revolution is not same at every point. Therefore, it is not a uniform, it is non-uniform circular motion. How it is so? For that, we will consider a vertical circular motion. Here a mass is attached to a string. Let the length of the string is r because this string revolves in a vertical circle of radius r. This is the equilibrium. B is the equilibrium. At B, the weight of the body is balanced by tension in the string and therefore it's in equilibrium. When a horizontal force and horizontal velocity is given to it, a sufficient horizontal velocity is given to it, it begins to revolve in a vertical circle. Now, in this lecture, our aim is to determine what are the minimum velocities required in order to attain a vertical circular motion. Otherwise, what will happen if velocity given to the object at the bottom is not sufficient? It will go to a certain height and thereafter it will return back. You will see that when it will go to certain height and from there the string will not become taut and it will return back. Why it is so, that we will see. For any type of circular motion, there is a need of centripetal acceleration, which is provided by centripetal acceleration force. Centripetal acceleration is to change the direction of velocity, and this centripetal acceleration is provided by centripetal force. Here, the tension in the string provides necessary centripetal force. We will start with a point A. A is the top position of circle. Uppermost position of the circle. Vertical circle. Here, how is the weight? Weight is vertically downward. How is the tension? Tension is also vertically downward. Therefore, the tension in the string together with the weight will provide the required centripetal force. If Va is the velocity at point A, then the tension in the string Ta plus weight will provide a necessary centripetal force mVa square divided by R. This is the equation that we get. When object is at bottom position, what is that? B. How is the weight? Weight is vertically downward. How is the tension? It is along the string towards the point of suspension. The point of suspension is the center. Therefore, these two are opposite to each other. Obviously, this tension should be greater than the weight, so that it is able to provide required centripetal force, and hence we will write at bottom the tension at the bottom minus weight is the required centripetal force at the bottom, mv square divided by r. On the horizontal diameter C and D, for horizontal diameter, what are these points? The horizontal diameters are C and D. The tension in the string is towards the point of suspension, and it is towards the center, and it is horizontal. Weight is vertical. And tension is horizontal, and this horizontal tension itself will provide the necessary centripetal force. Therefore, tension at C is equal to tension at D is equal to the required centripetal force mv square by r, where Vc is the velocity. At any arbitrary point, P, like this is the arbitrary point P, and at any point P, the tension in the string is Tp. It is along the radius towards the center, and it is opposed by mg cos theta. Therefore, I will write tension at point P minus mg cos theta will give the required centripetal force at P. Now, if you see here, this is the weight. It is the point mass is moving in a vertical circle. Tension in the string is along the string towards the point of suspension. It provides centripetal force. This weight is balanced by the adjacent component mg cos theta and the perpendicular component mg sin theta. Mg cos theta affects the tension, it changes the tension. And mg sin theta at point P is vertically downward. Therefore, while it is moving up, the component of weight mg cos theta, it is downward direction, it is against the motion. Therefore, while moving up, the motion is a retarded motion. Because mg sin theta, it pulls the body down and it is moving up. Motion and force are in opposite direction. Therefore, when it moves from bottom to top, its motion is retarded. Its velocity goes on decreasing. At the top, it will be maximum. When you come to another new point Q, after passing through A, when it starts its motion in a downward direction at point Q, the tension in the string is dq along the string and towards the point of suspension. You see, it is assisted by mg cos theta. At P, mg cos theta opposes. At Q, mg cos theta assisted the tension and mg sin theta is in a downward direction, in the direction of motion. Therefore, its velocity increases and the motion is accelerated. Therefore, in this vertical circular motion, the velocity changes from point to point. Tension also changes from point to point. At the top, the tension in the string at the top, tension at point A, it is TA is equal to mVA square divided by R minus mg. Tension in the string. mVA square by R minus mg, it is the minimum tension because it is subtraction of mg. mg is the maximum value and it is subtracted, therefore tension is minimum. But in order to remain the string taut at the uppermost point, it should have tension. The tension at the top should be greater than 0. Then and then only the string will become taut and the string will revolve in a vertical circle. And so as to remain taut, the tension in the string should be greater than 0. Therefore, mVA square by R should be greater than mg, or VA should be greater than root of RG. This is the required condition for looping of a loop. So as to continue the vertical circular motion, the velocity at the top should be greater than, this is the velocity at A, it should be greater than root of RG. Velocity at the top should be greater than root of RG. To remain velocity at the top root of RG, what is the velocity to be imparted at the bottom? That we will determine from the law of conservation of energy. What is law of conservation of energy? The energy remains constant. In this case, in the absence of any external forces, the total mechanical energy in vertical circular motion remains constant. For the sake of convenience, we will consider this bottom position and its level of the bottom position, we will consider it is a minimum potential level. Therefore, for the sake of convenience, at the bottom position we will consider the potential to be equal to 0, because all the changes we are measuring from the bottom. Bottom is supposed to be a reference point from where we have to increase, we have to see how much will be the increase in potential energy. Now, when an object moves from bottom to top, its velocity goes on decreasing. It means that its kinetic energy decreases. And it raises from the reference line. Therefore, as it raises the reference line, work is done. And this work is stored in the form of potential energy. Therefore, there is increase of potential energy when object moves from bottom to top, and when it moves from top to bottom, there is decrease in potential energy and increase in kinetic energy. Therefore, by conservation of energy theorem, I will write the total energy at the bottom being is equal to total energy at the top. The total energy at the bottom, it is kinetic energy at the bottom, half mvb square plus potential energy. Reference potential energy at the bottom is 0, and total energy at the top, it is half of m into va square plus mg, the force, into displacement. The displacement from the reference line is this r plus r, 2r, mg into 2r. Now, with this I will write Vb square is equal to Va square plus 4Rg. Half m get cancel, half m get cancel. Here divide by 2 and multiply by 2. Half m get cancel, 2 into 2, 4. It is 4Rg. But Va square, as we know that minimum velocity at the top is root of Rg. Therefore, Va square is Rg, and therefore velocity at the bottom should be greater than or equal to 5Rg. This is the required velocity. So as to looping of loop, it should be greater than root of 5Rg. Velocity at the bottom should be greater than root of 5Rg. On horizontal diameter, the total energy at B is equal to total energy at C is equal to total energy at D. Total energy at B, as we know, it is half m Vb square is equal to half of m into Vc square plus, up to the horizontal it has to raise through a distance of r only. Up to the horizontal it has to raise through a distance of r only. Therefore, we will write this as Vb square is equal to Vc square plus 2Rg. Therefore, Vc is equal to Vb square is 5Rg. 5Rg minus 2Rg, it is equal to root of 3Rg. Therefore, on horizontal diameter, the velocity, the tangential velocity should be greater than root of 3Rg. Only difference is that at B it is upward direction, at C it is in a downward direction. Velocity at C should be greater than or equal to 3Rg. Therefore, velocity at the top, it should be more than root of Rg. Velocity at the bottom, it should be more than root of 5Rg. On the horizontal diameter, it should be greater than root of 3Rg. Like this, at any point P, you are able to determine the velocity at any arbitrary position. This is how to determine the velocity at a different positions in vertical circular motion.